Okay, it's 8 o'clock, Friday evening, the 29th of July. And as I was saying back there just a little bit ago, we're in Waterton now. And you can see I'm inside. I'm inside this like a day use picnic shelter, which is quite a blessing because it's, we had I'd mentioned the nasty looking weather coming in. And yeah, sure enough, it just absolutely started to pour, and thunder and lightning. And I tell you though, what's so cool is, I had prayed, as I guess I started to write off, just kind of prayed and committed to God as far as, finding, some shelter, maybe even just trees to park under or something like that. But that said, I mean, we probably didn't even go a mile or so, and blessed to find this. I could just see that it was like a, pull off. Gravel pull-off, and I think it had a picnic table sign, for a picnic area. But I could see it was down in the trees, going along this creek. I could see this up from the main road, but I had no idea the shelter was back here. So all that said, so my dude Zeke is out here underneath a couple of big old trees that's keeping the rain off of him pretty good, because I've got my my big duffel bag, is a waterproof bag, but that orange backpack that here we go. But the orange backpack that I keep on top is not waterproof. So definitely for that reason I wanted to get him out of the rain as best I could, and it's pretty decent shelter for him there, I believe. But then. So this is just out the door of this place. Beautiful, right? And then inside, even a buck stove in the middle of the room, and it's got these big sliding doors on either side. Here's where I just had my dinner. We're just chilling, or I'm just chilling. I guess, yeah, Zeke's just chilling out there. I'm chilling in here. Okay, so just a few things. I guess, I did want to point out that last night's sky was also dark, star-filled, magnificent. That was wonderful. When the one time, I think I only got up the one time, which that was kind of wonderful too. So yeah, that. Today's ride, I really talked up Route 40. And it's funny too, I've talked to two more people today that talked up that area. So yeah, I mean, it was truly a blessing that, I kind of stumbled across it, so to speak. My GPS was going to take me actually to Calgary and down Route 22, which Route 22 is the road I ended up getting on there at Longview, that I was taking my brunch break next to. And actually, I noticed in the video I'd referred to that as 40. No, that was 22. But again, I was on 40, took 40 down off of Route 1 and hit, like I said, 22 there to Longview. That was definitely the scenic route. And I'm so glad, just by looking at the map and everything, that's the way I ended up going versus listening to the old GPS. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. Again, I know that was part of God's perfect will and blessing. Not luck or anything, like that. Let's see, so that, I stopped along Route 40 this morning to take a picture of these beautiful orange flowers I've been seeing now for, I'm going to say, a couple days or a few days, because up there in Alaska and in the Yukon, it was all about the fireweed, the fuchsia fireweed. And I do think I'm still seeing some of that. It's definitely another fuchsia plant, slash weed, but I'm not sure that it is the fireweed. But that said, this orange one that started showing up a few days ago, along the road is just absolutely beautiful as well. And, again, I have no idea what it is, but I know if my Yukon mom, I'm sure she could tell me. And for that matter, she might even make, jams and jellies out of whatever it is. Would not surprise me a bit, but I'm sure she would know what they are. But they are beautiful. Along the road today, again, there on 40, I started seeing decent amount of prairie dogs, which is the first prairie dogs I've seen in a while, so that was fun. Let's see, the stars, the prairie dogs, the flowers. Oh, and something else. Yeah, yesterday I think it was. I started seeing cattle signs again, and and what was interesting though, like down south, all of them that I would see just had a picture of the cow on it. Well, these actually have a picture of the cow, and then they also say cattle at large, which I don't know. I think it's just kind of funny, cattle at large. Got to look out for them cattle at large. But that said, yeah, this morning's ride, I started seeing the open range cattle, cattle up close to the road and everything, which that's the first time I've seen that. Actually, since I've been north of the border, I'm going to say. And speaking of being north of the border, today is exactly 4 weeks that we crossed the border there at Sumas, Washington, there on July 1st. Friday, July 1st, and again, it's Friday, July 29th, but 4 weeks ago today. So that's pretty cool. That's just to be up here, again, north of the border, Canada, Alaska, and all that for a month now has been great. Let's see, what else? Ravens, I don't know if I'm thinking I'd mentioned ravens earlier, but that is something that I see a lot of out west. And and then up here, north of the border, just out west and northwest, I guess, is ravens. And we don't have ravens back home. We have crows. And what I'm thinking, I've talked about all this already about how cool I think they are. They to me, it's a bird that seems like it has a lot of personality, and I've heard before that they're really smart, which wouldn't surprise me. But I just think they're so cool. And again, I've seen a lot of them. And two, it's interesting. They have a call. They have a particular call that, to me, if you all have seen that the classic, Ice Age, they've done, I don't know how many of them now. I think it's Ice Age in particular, where they have like this random goat that they'll show every once in a while. And this goat does this kind of a squall, I guess you would say, is the best way to put it. I'm not going to try to do it. You probably figured I would, huh? Yeah, it has this like a squall, and I tell you, I'm convinced that's a raven call that they're using to make that sound. It sounds, from what I remember, just like that. It's kind of a crazy sound. Let's see, we've been over 200 miles today. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'll double check, of course. And I think I should go ahead and shut it down here. And I can see some blue sky out through there. And the forecast, yeah, I think, there was the chance of severe thunderstorms. And I'm going to say that was our thunderstorm came through, but I wouldn't really call it severe. It was good enough. It was a pretty good storm. But, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and shut it down and then maybe go find a place to camp, because it is, well, I already said that, right? It's 8 o'clock. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Good night, and God bless you all.